The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
It was a good homecoming day for the Badgers on Saturday as they created some space in the second half, breaking open a tight game. Alec Ingold, freshman running back, with a couple of touchdowns. And Joel Stavy, for the second straight game, throws for more than 300 yards in a 24-7 victory against Purdue. We'll hear from Mr. Ingold, Mr. Stavy, as well as TJ Edwards, redshirt freshman linebacker with 16 tackles on Saturday. We'll also tell you a little bit more about homecoming, the traditions, which include, before the coin toss, the cane toss. Future lawyers doing their thing on the field, and of course we'll check in with head coach Paul Chryst. All of that coming up on today's edition of the Badger Sports Report. Fumagalli in motion right to left, backs again offset. Here's the handoff. Ingold off the right side. He's in standing. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Alec Ingold, his second touchdown as a Badger, and the first in front of the home crowd. 6-0 Wisconsin. 2 with 1, and here's the snap. They'll run the play. Handoff Ogunbowale. Straight ahead. Dare fighting to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Oh, did he have to work for it, but he did. Dare Ogunbowale, running through and over a couple of Purdue defenders into the end zone. Watt in motion right to left. And the handoff to Ingold into the line. Right into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. What an effort by Alec Ingold, as it looked as though he was going to be stopped short, but he drags the linebacker Andy James Garcia into the end zone.
By the time I got the ball, it was just play football. When it's at the 1 yard line, you just gotta find the hole you can and work with what you got, and that's what happened.
Did you put a juke move on? Is that what I saw?
I'm not the most fleet of foot, but yeah, I think I did.
Looking under pressure, and down he goes. Back to throw, 4-man rush. Left side pass, Erickson wide open at the 50. Left side 40, and it's intercepted. Michael Caputo across the 30. Goodbye. Touchdown, Corey Clement.
Paul Chryst is our new head football coach at the University of Wisconsin.
Brought down by Vince Beagle. That's a sack.
The Badger Sports Report with Paul Chryst is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Hyundai, by Hy-Vee, Blaine's Farm and Fleet, Quick Trip, by Adidas, Pick and Save, by Zimbrick European, and by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
Three Band-Aids.
2 Band-Aids.
3 Band-Aids.
At UW Health, we specialize in performing the most complex of procedures through the smallest of incisions. These minimally invasive surgeries mean our patients heal faster, scar less, and are back to their lives that much sooner.
1 Band-Aid.
UW Health, remarkable.
Throw in Bucky and you got yourself a deal.
Okay. Go check out your new Hyundai. I'll be with you in just a minute. On Wisconsin.
Here's to the tailgateaholics, the connoisseurs of cheese, the block party planners, and the unsuccessful ice fishermen. We tip our cheese-shaped hats made of foam to you, because you are true Wisconsinites. And Pick and Save is proud to be the place you go to save on thousands of grocery items every day. After all, we're from Wisconsin too, don't you know? Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on groceries.
Game night. That magical weekly gathering where lands are conquered, and you get trapped in the dungeon that is your bedroom. But you've got blazing fast Spectrum internet. So Kevin and his friends have enough bandwidth to play together, and you have enough left over to find a new apartment. Get 60 megabits of dragon-slaying speed with Spectrum internet. Where will it take you?
Sitchy and Beagle, the outside backers. Shotgun snap to Blau on 2nd and 9. Good protection. Now the pocket closes as throwing him down is Chryst Orr. Getting to the quarterback. Penalty marker down as well. High backs behind David Blau. Toss to the left. Here's DJ Knox, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage by TJ Edwards. And Knox did well just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
24-7, the Badgers beat Purdue on homecoming day. Wisconsin breaking it open late third quarter. I mean, the very end of the third quarter and on into the fourth. And you did so, Coach, with a couple of young running backs making big boy runs. Dario Gumbawali at the end of the third quarter, and then Alec Ingold. To see that from anybody is fun, but to see it from guys who haven't played a lot of running back at this level, probably even more so.
Yeah, those were big. I thought the Darius touchdown, we had the we kind of stalled offensively, we punted him in. I thought Natrell made a nice job of down on a Drew Meyer punt, and then defense came with a good stop, and we came. I think we had a shot to Alex in that one, but Darius finished it, and that was fun to see. And then the one touchdown you're talking with Alec, I mean, it was they got a guy in the backfield, and he was bounded in terms 4th and 1, and I appreciated that effort from him because it was you're taking points off the board and found a way to get it in. That was big.
Always talk about in a perfect world how you have continuity on the offensive line, and then it brings up the cliche, the world's not always perfect. You had to do a lot of shuffling, but just kind of take us into the world of the offense here with Michael Dieter sliding over. You have Walker Williams, Micah Kapoy, Bo Benshaw. Not a ton of college experience there, but they're making it work here pretty well, aren't they?
They did, and I give Michael a lot of credit. It's hard enough to play as a freshman, and then to be able to play 2 spots, and certainly at the center position. And I thought he gave us a chance today. And there's going to be plays that we're going to want back at all the positions, not just up front. You take a look at it, but they've given us a good chance, and I think it was good to not have to play Dan. Dan could have gone should we have needed him, and getting him back, he certainly does calm the group down some. And so a lot of guys doing whatever they can for this team, and you appreciate that.
Yeah, Dan and Corey, obviously a step closer every day of getting back. Let's shift to the defense here. Purdue, less than 200 yards. We have talked a lot, and with reason, about guys like Michael Caputo, Vince Beagle, Joe Schobert. But how about that inside combo at linebacker with Chryst Orr and especially T.J. Edwards?
Yeah, I thought both of them, and certainly today was one of those where you hear the guys on defense always talk about 111th, and I thought it was a great example of team defense, but it seemed to me like T.J. and Chryst were just finding the ball. I thought their eyes were good, and they were coming downhill, and they were fun to watch today and big, and we actually kind of blew the one coverage on the one play that TJ just kept pursuing it and had the strip behind it, and I think that those were plays like that I think kind of changed the game and took it from being kind of on the edge. And Alex, I don't know if his touchdown was before or after it, but those were big. But TJ and Chryst are finding confidence, and I think it comes with the experience, and they're surrounded by a pretty good group of guys, and they talk to them, and it was fun to watch them play today.
You mentioned the play by TJ when he knocked the ball out. Even he admitted, and when we talked to him after the game, he could kind of chuckle about it now. He says, "Yeah, that was my guy. I had to go run him down." But it kind of goes to the thing that you guys always talk about as coaches: keep playing, and that was a good example of it, wasn't it?
That's the biggest thing, and it's easy to say, but it's hard to do, especially when things maybe don't go your way. But if you can just keep playing, and you got to trust yourself, and I think that's when we got in trouble offensively. Particularly in the offensive line, I think they were letting the play before affect them on the next play. In the first series, we'd take it down the field, and guys are on their targets, and then they adjusted, and we didn't adjust as quick with it. And those are growing pains. And as long as you're growing, you're all right with that pain. And we've got to take a step forward. But it was fun to see the amount of effort the guys put into this one, and to come away with a win, and it feels good.
Flip it back to the offense. Joel Stavy throws for more than 300 yards. I don't know if anyone's passed this along, but he's the first Badger quarterback. Let me get this right. First Badger quarterback in 20 years to throw for 300-plus in consecutive Big Ten games. Darrell Bevell did that back in 1995.
You would never guess those two.
No, how about that, Bev and Joel? But again, it's Joel would have loved to have had the one throw in particular back that was intercepted, but it happens. But you're continuing to see some growth too, because as you have pointed out, it's not just freshmen you're talking about who grow. here's your senior who's continuing maybe to gain some confidence as well.
And I think he needs to, and I think deservedly so. He is a guy that, it's not by accident. The very next play, after the pick, he was trying to hit the crosser, it sailed on him, and that happens. And came back and wanted to throw it and let him know, trust you and believe you. And the thing is, the receivers continue to develop, and I thought Jazz came up with some big plays. And there's a guy that Joel's starting to feel really confident with. And Rob continued to make plays. Alex obviously makes plays. Troy gave us some contribution. Steffes gave us the traditional one catch a game. We got to see if we can get that to 2. But whatever way it is, we got to do to move the ball. We've got to be able to do that. And I think Purdue was going to make sure they dropped the safety down, give us an 8-man box, and that lends to some good, clean looks in the passing game. And Joel's got to be able to deliver. Trust him in that. And I still think he's doing some good things, but can get better. And that's it's actually encouraging and exciting for me.
Yep, Badgers get the win. Now they improve to 2-1 in Big Ten play. Back on the road, a 2:30 kick down in Champaign coming up this Saturday. The Badgers taking on Illinois. Coach Chryst returns in a few minutes with a Great Dane Great Question of the Week as we continue with today's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
I thought we did a good job converting some third downs. They were tough up front. They got a good group up there, so I thought we did a good job being able to sustain drives with the pass and being able to, maybe dink and dunk them a little bit just to get down the field. I think the league is very deep. I think there's a lot of good teams in this league, and every week's going to be a battle. And I think we're going into every game with that kind of mindset.
We definitely made plays, but we also left some plays out there. So we're just going to watch this film and try to get better from the good and get better from the bad. We got some playmakers on the defense for sure. Like usually in years past, we're on the sideline, we're just chilling, but we actually love watching the defense play because it's special out there seeing all those guys coming at the ball, and even when someone does break it or something, we see 11 guys on the ball tackling. So Coach Randy, he's doing some good over there.
I think it's just the defense really making sure that, if you're not in your spot, I'm going to cover you, but, make sure that next time you're going to be in your spot. And that helps a lot, not just, playing carefree, that helps. I just really wanted to just let it loose, stop thinking so much and just go out and play. I think I was able to do that today, so that was good. The guys up front, especially Big and Schubert, they're always, in your ear about watch this, and then you got those big D linemen who eat up everything, so you're able to run free and stuff like that. So they really do a great job.
We expected him to really contribute, early, but he's definitely surpassed a lot of people's expectations, and it just improves everyone as a whole. It improves the entire defense as a whole because now we have comfortability in those two guys, those two inside linebackers with Chris Orr and TJ, and it makes me feel comfortable. Personally, I'm just speaking personally, it makes me feel good that those guys are there and they want to make plays and they're willing to throw it in there.
I was playing scout team and I wasn't getting any reps or anything, and when you asked me to switch and you thought it would be better for me long term, I just figured that would be the best for me, and obviously I have to trust the coaches. Like, they aren't going to put me at harm's way for their own self-worth or anything. They put the players first, so I just trusted him in his decision. It's a great testament to the people that Wisconsin brings in as recruits. People don't have egos. They don't have. They kind of leave their jacket at the door and come to work. And whatever is best for a team, it just shows that that's the type of person that you recruit.
I'm Carl Rick with Quick Trip, and my family, along with our nearly 15,000 coworkers, would like to salute the brave men and women who defend our country every day. This season, Quick Trip will match your contributions up to $50,000 to Camp Hometown Heroes, which benefits the children of our fallen military members.
That's a potential of $100,000 to support the children of those that paid the ultimate price for our freedom.
This camp provides me with an opportunity to understand that it's okay to grieve.
Visit hometownheroes.org to donate today.
On Wisconsin.
There are so many big traditions here at the University of Wisconsin when it comes to homecoming weekend. We got the big parade the night before, obviously a huge football game, but one you may not know about, the UW Law School cane toss.
The theory is you run down to the end, you throw your cane over the goalpost, and if you catch it on the other side, you win your first case.
Do you believe in that? Do you think that kind of gives you maybe some confidence?
Well, I've talked to a lot of alumni, and some of them have history that doesn't quite line up with the cane toss prediction. But, you know, the stadium has changed, the world has changed, but our students still get a chance to show their pride and tell everyone in the stadium that they're about to finish their law degrees.
It's kind of like our last hurrah, and it's kind of a great way to appreciate the 3 Ls and the hard work we've done over the last 3 years here. So it started in like the 20s apparently, and as traditions go, nobody knows how or why it started, but we keep doing it because it really is a great way to build camaraderie in our law school. It'll be emotional to leave UW for sure, maybe less so law school with all the hard work we do, but it'll be emotional, especially if I don't catch the cane. It'll be devastating.
I mean, it's been 3 years coming. We knew this day was coming. It's kind of the beginning of the end, so it's a very exciting thing to be able to run across the field and know that this is it. You know, we've made it, so to speak. Someone told me today that it was like 98 years old, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it's just awesome to be a part of a tradition that's spanned that many years and that many people have participated in.
I think I appreciate it more than a lot of students. I was in charge of planning this with the administration, so not only am I, ready to have that part done, but I'm a third-generation law student at Wisconsin, so my grandparents did it, my uncle did this, and now it's my turn, so I'm really excited. My uncle and my grandpa still have their cane, so it's a really cool tradition. I wrote my personal statement, I wrote about this tradition. Wisconsin's so full of tradition, and cane toss is just one part of it, so it's really cool.
Oh yeah, I was first one down the field, first caught. I think I won that competition if it was one. I gathered myself, Coach Ryan would be proud. I think I pump faked in there and I caught it cleanly.
How exciting is this day for you? You've had a cool experience already at UW, but this add to it?
Yeah, it's been a journey. I mean, from basketball to law school, so it's been a grind, but it's been really fun. It's really rewarding.
I caught it. It was not as bad as it seemed. I'm very happy. Now I get to watch the Badgers crush Purdue on homecoming, so it'll be great.
I went for like a risky kind of like dunk finger roll, and it turns out I'm just not that athletic anymore. Once upon a time, but not anymore. It was really cool. It was really cool. It's amazing to be back out on the field and kind of get to experience walking across, something that not many people get to experience.
I caught it, and we selfied at the 50-yard line. So I mean, really, is there a better day? I mean, a Badger win will make it a better day, but I'm pretty happy right now. It was really fun. I mean, I had a rush, definitely running across the field. I mean, this is probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of us, so it was an awesome experience.
And hopefully all UW law students will win their first case. At the camp, I'm Mike Jocks for the Badger Sports Report.
Throw in Bucky and you got yourself a deal.
Okay. Go check out your new Hyundai. I'll be with you in just a minute. On Wisconsin.
To some of us, home improvement isn't a chore. It's a privilege and a satisfying part of owning your own home. The tools and supplies you choose need to be able to deliver the same quality that you demand of the work you do. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand, and we want to help you achieve the best job possible. For your next home repair or home improvement project, we'd like to help you make your life better with genuine value. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I am a helpful smile in seafood.
We have more fresh fish flown in daily, from the dock to my case in 2 days.
Hy-Vee's one of the only retailers in the nation with their own USDC seafood inspector.
We've got amazing seafood from all around the world. King crab flown in from the Bering Sea.
We catch fish and shrimp right out of Louisiana.
Oh yeah, this is fresh.
Look at it.
I am a healthful,
sustainable,
USDC inspected.
2 days flown in, fresh smile.
And that's my promise.
In order to perform procedures others cannot perform, we sometimes need to look where others cannot look. To see what others cannot see, which is exactly why the American Family Children's Hospital created the most technologically advanced imaging pavilion in the country. You see, better imaging for our pediatric specialists means better outcomes for our patients. Just ask Madison. UW Health. Remarkable.
This senior salute is brought to you by Hyundai.
I've tried to expand my role a little bit, become more of a leader on the offense. This is going to be my 4th season on offense, so trying to expand it and just and lead by example. Be a little bit more vocal, especially within the running back room. Try to help the young guys out and help guys develop. Just trying to do whatever the coaches ask me to do. Be there and be able to, wear multiple hats and be in different places, on different occasions. So, just be able to handle and juggle a bunch of different tasks, and whatever they ask me to do has been kind of my goal. All around, throughout all the coaching changes, the offenses have been pretty similar schematically. There's obviously they have their wrinkles and things like that, but I know Coach Chryst definitely in the past has loved you, and he's definitely used the fullback. So I appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to that. And so far, I can't ask for much more. Just go out there and I got to earn my reps on the field and earn my touches with the ball. So I've just been trying to do everything I can in that regard. Just improve every day. Be better than I was last year. Be better first game than I was during the camp. Be better second game than I was first game. Just be able to kind of really evaluate myself and just kind of pick up small details and just work on the fundamentals and just try to be the best fullback I can be, the best teammate I can be, and we'll be all right.
Motions to the right. Stabby drops the throw, looking, sets, throws, right side. Derek White, caught it. He is in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Derek White on the reception.
The Monty Ball touchdown record, I was in on that play, so that was pretty sweet. And Melvin, I was in when he broke the record for the rushing yards as well. So just kind of those are obviously cool moments to be a part of. And those guys are great guys that be able to. It was a privilege for me to block for them, and those are probably 2 of the highlights of my career. We grew up in Wisconsin, about an hour away from here in Pewaukee, and we just we've always watched Badger football. Obviously with my brother coming here, it was I was at all the games. I've been around, and with the recruits in my class definitely helped. It's the people in Madison. It really is. People always say that, and it's kind of loses its significance, but it really is. It's the people in Madison, my guys in my class. I'm real close with them, so we have a great senior class. Some of my best friends, and just this place is special. It can't beat Camp Randall on a Saturday, so that's why you come here. And great football tradition.
I came in not even planning to get a Mercedes, just hoping to get some information on some other vehicles. It ended up being the best financial decision to go with a Mercedes and go with the lease program that they offered at the time. It was a very safe car, a beautiful car. I could afford it comfortably, and I was pretty excited to get behind the wheel of a Mercedes. I had no idea how nice driving a car could be.
Drive the 2016 Mercedes-Benz C300 4MATIC Sports Sedan starting at $41,875.
At Quick Trip, we're always thinking about what it means to be a neighborhood fresh market. That's why we've brought in even more new groceries to keep your day fresh. From premium meats to the kinds of veggies, sides, and fresh fruit your family wants, making it easier than ever to enjoy a home-cooked meal, all in one place.
Right now, Forster Farmers Market all-natural boneless chicken breasts are only $3.99. Premium meats at your neighborhood Quick Trip Fresh Market.
See you next time.
Wisconsin cheese, making good food great.
FanDuel has definitely changed my Sundays. It's made it a lot more interesting.
FanDuel's one-week fantasy football leagues are paying $75 million a week with immediate cash payouts and no commitment.
I've deposited a total of $35 on FanDuel and won over $2 million.
Just choose a league, pick your team, and get your cash winnings after Monday night.
It's like the best adrenaline rush ever.
Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code TAILBACK1.
The Badger Sports Report with Paul Chryst is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Hyundai, by Hy-Vee, Blaine's Farm and Fleet, Quick Trip, by Adidas, Pick and Save. By Zimbrick European. And by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
Time now for this week's installment of the Great Day and Great Question of the Week. We check in with Bill from Green Bay and we'll turn back the clock a little bit. Wants to know, Coach, back in your playing days, of the teammates you had, who was the very best player?
You know, I was lucky when I was a freshman. The senior class, we had 3 first-round draft picks, and I think the one that I played the longest with would have been Paul Gruber. You know, Grubes was a heck of an offensive lineman and ended up going on to have a great career. I think 14, 15 years, doing really well now. He's out in Colorado, and I'd say Grubes would be the best player. But when I was young, you know, we had some big-time players. I also say when I was a senior, Troy Vincent was a freshman. Obviously, Troy was a heck of a football player, but final answer, Paul Gruber.
Yeah, there you go. Iron Man he was in the NFL. We thank Bill for your question. The Great Dane with 4 locations at Madison, east side of town, downtown, Fitchburg, as well as Hilldale. Join us on Thursday nights at the Hilldale location, 6 o'clock for Coach's radio show. When you're heading up north, there's a Great Dane. Where would that be, Coach?
It'd be Wausau, Wisconsin.
Yes,
it's a great one.
It certainly would. On your way up north, stop in Wausau, the Great Dane location there. Badgers on the road this week in Champaign, taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. Kickoff will be 2:30 Central Time. Join us next week as we recap the game against Illinois and look forward to the next home game against Rutgers. Thanks for watching.
Game night. That magical weekly gathering where lands are conquered. And you get trapped in the dungeon that is your bedroom. But you've got blazing fast Spectrum internet. So Kevin and his friends have enough bandwidth to play together. And you have enough left over to find a new apartment. Get 60 megabits of dragon-slaying speed with Spectrum internet. Where will it take you?
I came in not even planning to get a Mercedes, just hoping to get some information on some other vehicles. It ended up being the best financial decision to go with a Mercedes and go with the lease program that they offered at the time. It was a very safe car, a beautiful car. I could afford it comfortably, and I was pretty excited to get behind the wheel of a Mercedes. I had no idea how nice driving a car could be.
Drive the 2016 Mercedes-Benz C300 4MATIC Sports Sedan starting at $41,875.
At Pick and Save, you'll find a little bit of Wisconsin in every aisle. We're proud to provide hundreds of local products from all across the state, all at everyday low prices. Because as lifelong Wisconsinites, we love this great state just as much as you do. Believe you me. Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on groceries.